Hello, welcome back to this new session on swing components. In today's session, we are going to see what is a J-tapped pane. Just a quick recap on what we did in the last session. So we saw what is an J combo, we saw what is an J table, and we also had a look into something called as the J scroll pane. Now today we shall see what is a J-tapped pane. I have given you the simple example of a J-tapped pane. So what is a J-tapped pane? It provides the feature to add tabs onto the frame in Java. Now I have a frame, now I can add tabs to this particular frame. So what are these tabs? So you can see that general, security, content, they are all called as tabs. So now why do you need to do this? It helps you to organize the GUI components. When you are designing a GUI application, you can create separate components under the section general, security, content, etc. So this helps in organizing or grouping GUI components which are actually implemented to achieve a particular objective. Now using tab, the user can switch to one component to another. So when you are working on the general tab, you work on the components which are available under the general tab. Then you can move on to the security tab and so on. Now how do you create this J-tapped pane? So there are three constructors which are involved in this. The first one is a J-tapped pane constructor. So it creates an empty J-tapped pane with a default tab placement of the J-tapped pane. Then you have another constructor which creates an empty tab pane with a specified tab placement. And you have one more constructor which creates an empty tab pane with a specified tab placement and the tab layout policy. So it depends upon which constructor you want to use. Now before we actually jump into the program on how to create a J-tapped pane in Swing, let me tell you some concepts of a J-tapped pane. How do you implement it using a program? So you know that the J-tapped pane is also an GUI component. So basically you have a frame. So within the frame I have a panel. Remember, I have told you what is a panel. A panel is nothing but a placeholder. It is a sub placeholder. So your frame is the main placeholder. Inside that you have a sub placeholder called as a panel. Now inside that particular panel you are attaching a text area. So text area is also a component. So you have to create three panels. One panel for BSc tab, another panel for a BCA tab, and another panel for an MCA tab. And you have to associate a text area for all the three panels. Then you have to add the labels for the J-tapped pane as for the panel as BSc, BCA and MCA. That is a simple methodology of creating this J-tapped pane in Swings. Now let's go and examine how the program is working. The first and the foremost thing is you have to import this package called javax.swing. Now I am creating a class called createTab. Inside that I am creating a variable called f of a JFrame class. Now you are creating three variables, that is TA1, TA2 and TA3 of a JTextArea class, and you are creating three more variables P1, P2 and P3 of a JPanel class, and you are creating a variable called TB of a J-tapped pane class. So I told you that in order to create a J-tapped pane, you need to have a frame, you are associating, you are having a panel, you are having a text area, and you have an variable of a J-tapped pane as well. Now you need to create the frame object. So how do you create a frame object? Using the constructor called JFrame. You are setting the title of the frame. Then you are creating three objects of the JTextArea class, that is TA1, TA2 and TA3, and you are setting the width of the JTextArea. Then you are creating a panel component called P1. Now this P1 component is a object of a JPanel class. Now what you are doing is you are associating the text area 1 with the panel component 1 or the panel 1. So So I told you that a panel is a placeholder for a subcomponent. Now here the subcomponent is a JText area. So I am including the JText area into the first panel. So the JText area, first text area is TA1. So you are associating TA1 with P1. Now you are creating another panel called P2 and you are associating the text area 2 component with the panel 2, and you are also associating the text area 3 component with the panel 3. Okay, of course before that you are going to create the panel 3 component using JPanel. Now that you have done the preliminary things, you are creating an instance of a JTapped pane called TP. You are setting the boundaries of the tapped pane. Now what I need to do, now I have a panel. You have already seen that you have panels. You have got 3 panels. Panel 1, panel 2 and panel 3. Now this panel internally will have text areas. Now I have to give them tabs. So how do I give them tab labels? So I use this tabbed pane object called TP and I use the method called add. I pass the value called BSC and I pass the panel name. So that means the first tab called BSC is created and it will be associated with panel 1. Remember, panel 1 is associated with the text area 1. So like this I create 3 tabs, that is BCA, MCA and BSC, which are associated with panel 1, panel 2 and panel 3. Finally I add the tab pane to the frame. I set the size of the frame, I set the layout of the frame and I set the visibility of the frame to true. Now this is my constructor. Now how do I call a constructor? You know that a constructor is called when an object is created or an instance of a class is created. So in the main method class I have new create tab. You are calling the instance of the class, so the constructor will be initialized and finally you get the output. Okay, now let's go and see how this program is executed in Eclipse, and we shall see the actual working of the program. Fine, now the program is ready for execution. So let me run this program now. So when I run this program, you get a frame. Inside the frame you can see that you have a tab pane. So you have a BSC tab, a BCA tab and a MCA tab. So you can move around in any of these tabs. So within the BSC tab you can have a separate GUI application or a separate GUI component. So like this you can create tab panes. So the basic intention of creating a tab pane is for grouping. So thank you for watching this particular session. I will see you in the next session where we will discuss another component called JTree. Till then, take care. Bye bye.